So yeah, we're watching the Rookie of the Year. I think we all should be in agreement that yeah, we're watching the Rookie of the Year play basketball right now, because since Kel'el Ware has been allowed to actually play, since he started stopped just getting garbage time minutes, the guy's been averaging like 20 and 10. He's already up to 8.2 points on 55% from the field for the season. Like, his stats are comparable as far as scoring almost to Yves Missi. Except Kel'el Ware is doing it on a good team, and the fact he was getting garbage time for a large chunk of the season. And by the way, he is averaging in 15.9 minutes, averaging 8.2 points and 4.7 rebounds. Per 36. What? That's nearly 20 and 10. Nearly 20 and 10 per 36. And his last game, 19 points against the Magic in a game to put the Heat above the Orlando Magic in the standings. And with no Jimmy Butler, obviously, and a day where Jimmy Butler got suspended again, Miami go into the playoffs with the damn Kryptonian. And if you guys agree that this is just crazy and he's Rookie of the Year, subscribe. We are trying to hit 9.7 or 9.8k by the end of the day. We're 17 subscribers off. Surely there are 17 Heat fans hyped enough that during the whole Jimmy mare, the Heat have got the Rookie of the Year. That is what has been forgotten about all this, is that the Heat have literally got the Rookie of the Year. They got who is in a redraft probably number one. And like the guy, they call him, I've heard him being called Baby Wemby. I still think the Kryptonian is the best nickname for him. Like obviously why his name is Kal-El. Like sounds like Kal-El. But which is Superman. But like this play is mental. I'm sorry. Like he's just so damn good at basketball. Like with 36 seconds to go, comes off the screen, Nikola Jovic, a 6'10" point forward, lobs it up to him, and just look at how high his arm gets over the rim. Like he's above the square, and jams it on Jonathan Isaac, which is not easy to do. It's Jonathan Isaac. Like the guy has. There are shades of Wemby almost to how lengthy this guy is, and this is always my I freaking told you so. My Alex Sarr, look, Alex Sarr has not been as bad as I expect him to be, but my Alex Sarr is fool's gold. Kel'el Ware is the real best center in this draft. That was my call. That was my call. Like, that was my prediction. You guys will never live that down. Like, how many times I've hyped up Kel'el Ware, even before the damn draft. Like, Kel'el Ware was getting super hype on this channel. And because of that, like, you know, there's very few things, just in my life, there's very few things I like more than being right. And this is one where I was 100 times right. My draft prediction video 7 months ago, how the Hawks can win the draft, because everyone knew the Hawks wanted a center, and Alex Sarr didn't want to go there. Trade down for him, for Kel'el Ware. He needs to be a lottery pick. He's better than Sarr. Miami have found a steal of the draft again. He's too good for Summer League. And during Rookie of the Year, I said plus 5,000 on Kel'el Ware looking nice for $1 bet. And I'm someone who refuses to gamble. Like, I was considering putting money on Kel'el Ware winning Rookie of the Year. I probably should have in hindsight, but as somebody who doesn't gamble, I don't really feel any losses, because it's like, oh, you coulda, woulda, shoulda, like, you could use that argument for everything. Like, heck, you can use that argument to justify any sort of gambling. So at the same time, like it doesn't really make that much of a difference. But either way, though, this man right here is the best rookie by a lot. by quite a bit. Like, Stephon Castle's good. He's really good. And we didn't see it. We didn't see it at all earlier in the year because he wasn't really getting a chance. But that was the whole thing. It was like, there was no reason for him not to get a chance just because Spo doesn't a lot of the time play young rookies. And this guy is, like, obviously, really highly rated recruit. Was horrific. Was it Oregon? He was terrible. And then everyone wrote him off. Everyone wrote him off because he was a top 7 recruit, went to Oregon, struggled, averaged 6 points a game on 45% shooting from the field, and looked disinterested. And then he went and improved, went to Indiana, where he averaged 16 and 10 with 40% shooting from 3 and 60% shooting from the field, and people were still saying, you know, he didn't care about basketball. They were saying he didn't care about basketball. And my logic is always, it doesn't matter what a player looks like. It doesn't matter what a player says about the sport of basketball. If a player shows constant improvement, they care about the sport. You do not go from averaging 6 points to averaging 16 and 10 on nearly 15% better from the field, and suddenly you develop a 3-ball. He developed, he developed the 3-ball. He got a better handle, and his all-around interior game became 100 times better. He had a huge improvement, after his freshman year. He had a huge improvement. So I was just like, there is no reason why teams should be past him. They're like, oh, it's his attitude. It's his attitude. I'm like, what do you mean it's his attitude? Alex Sarr is refusing to go. Alex Sarr's played in 7 different places in 7 years. He can't stay somewhere for more than a year. And then he's refusing workouts. And I'm like, that's not an attitude issue. But a guy just having a bad freshman year, appearing like kind of not looking like he's giving in that much effort, but clearly getting better every time he steps on the floor pretty much, and is developing so many different parts of his game. That dude had a bad attitude? No, like, the Heat looked into that. We're so lucky with that pick. Like, I had, in my personal draft, I made a video, and it was like where I would draft everybody. Kel'el Ware was number 3 in my personal draft. Before the draft, I had Kel'el Ware at 3. And in my, mock draft, which was my predictions, I actually had Kel'el Ware going, did I have Kel'el Ware going 4? I had him going 9 to Memphis. I had Memphis taking Kel'el Ware over Zach Edey. I don't think they hate the Zach Edey pick, but Atlanta should have done what I told them. Should have done what I said. They didn't want Reece Shea. They wanted a big, and they didn't want to take Klingon at 1. They could have traded. The Spurs supposedly were really high on Sarr. They could have traded 4. They could have traded 4 and 8. And with 4, got themselves somebody that they wanted and then taken Kel'el Ware at 8. Man, there's some, I love being right, and this time I was most definitely right. But anyway, I'll see you guys.